Beautiful Punta Gorda, Florida here. Chad, those commercials making you hungry?
Well, I would if I liked pickles.
If you like pickles, but you don't, so. Back here on Championship Court, men's pro doubles bronze medal match. Ryler DeHeart, Michael Loyd taking on the Johnson brothers, Yates and Hunter. 2 out of 3 here. Like we hit on before break, winner gets bronze. Loser finishes 4th. Ryler DeHeart to serve to start us off.
Time in.
So Hunter Johnson will be receiving.
Oh, that's what we're looking for out of Michael Loyd there. Just gets a little big, gets out of his reach. But we'll look for them to put that pressure on.
Point.
Loyd tipped that.
1-0-1.
Oh, like a feeling out process here early, Chad.
Yeah, that drop there from Yates. You saw him look up at the flags.
1-0-2.
Just didn't push through the wind. Got knocked down. So that feeling out process is not only the team on the other side of the net, but it's also the conditions. These guys were on court about 2.5 hours ago, so the conditions have changed.
Second serve.
Expecting a lot of pace in this match
0-1,
from both
2.
sides of the net. Oh, good talk right there from Yates Johnson to brother Hunter to let that ball go.
Yeah, and Loyd has the power in that drive. It's just when he rushes through it, doesn't quite set his feet. He loses that control aspect.
1-0-1.
Larry Scott, your USA Pickleball certified referee on the call. Local Larry Scott at Fort Myers. Yeah, there's the pace we're expecting in this match, Chad.
Yeah, good attack there from
1-0-2.
Yates Johnson. Just got a little big on that last swing.
Oh, good spot right there from Yates Johnson, finding the hole in the middle as he had DeHeart lean into the sideline.
But that's a good adjustment here as well. You see him reach in, doesn't try to do too much with it.
So on that third shot, I don't know who hit it, Hunter or Yates, because they both swung at it.
I'm pretty sure it was a backhand drop from Hunter there. No issues with throwing the screen. Oh, they're fighting over that middle ball again. So now the reason why this is happening is typically we see Hunter on the left, Yates on the right. They've switched it up, and we saw them do it throughout the day.
There was a little miscommunication because Yates came up like he was going to switch, but didn't.
It's already started, though. You see
the 1 point lead
handshake,
to 2.
Turn the back on each other. They have to get out of this.
Oh.
Second serve.
The attempted lob from DeHeart goes long. But yes, we talked about that pregame and cannot let 1 point lead to 2, 3, 4. Nice get there from DeHeart to not push off the kitchen line.
That's what I was looking for.
Because he was flat-footed, almost like square, and took off from that position besides instead of stepping forward. Like we see a lot of foot faults.
2-3-2.
Yeah, and that's just good placement there from Hunter. He knows that Loyd's going to be crashing hard off of the DeHeart drive. He takes that angle, creates the angle with the paddle, doesn't try to do it with the wrist, keeps that ball down and out of reach.
Just long right there from Ryler DeHeart on a two-handed backhand.
No clear call. Call stands.
DeHeart
4-2-1.
pleading his case, thinking that ball might have been in.
Second serve.
Yates right there telling himself to hit it. It was a good leave by
4-2-2.
Hunter. He wasn't in position to take that ball. And then a good spot there from Yates going right into that hip as DeHeart's trying to come forward.
5-2-2.
Good angle right there from DeHeart, pulling Hunter Johnson off the court.
2-5-1.
Take another look at it here. Strong angle, and the wind just pushed it across the court.
Point.
Well, in that replay, we missed the
shake
the
and
shake
bake.
and bake. Lloyd, this one staying a little bit more compact on that
3-5-1.
shake and bake.
Oh, DeHeart gets a beautiful opportunity to shake and bake, but paddle way back.
He lost his arm right there. Mini T-Rex.
3-5-2.
Oh, geez, if Lloyd can get out of the way of that ball, it's going 3 feet out. But again, right at his body, center mass, and he was moving, so hard for him to do
5-3-1.
anything.
Second serve.
Yeah, Yates continuing to struggle a little bit with that drop. Potentially
5-3-2.
needs to go to the drive a couple of times into the wind
Right
here.
out.
Get that feeling of the extension that's needed for that drop to get it through.
3-5-1.
Good spot right there from Michael Loyd. And again, him and Ryler DeHeart fighting over those middle balls a little bit.
4-5-1. Second serve.
It's a tough volley there for Hunter. Coming across, uncoiling off the stack. Good
4-5-2.
drive from Lloyd, but he does a good job of staying compact.
Oh, no, again, jammed up just a little bit.
They're over-committing right now.
Yes, 2 opportunities, one for Lloyd, one for DeHeart.
5-4-1. Second serve.
Yeah, that frustration coming from Yates.
5-4-2. Side out.
I think that's 0 for the last 5 there for Yates. Just not quite got that timing
4-5-1.
dialed in, that contact point dialed in.
Oh, off the tape, little love for DeHeart. Good hands from Yates Johnson just to get that back up and over, but Lloyd there to put it away.
You see that
5-5-1.
nice little kick up off the net court.
Good dig on the first one from DeHeart, but just too much. Johnson's right there
5-5-2.
in the middle from Hunter and Yates. Oh, and then again, it's Chad. It's the combat 1 error with 2 errors with 3 errors, and that's exactly what's happening.
Well, and when
Yates.
that happens is, you make a mistake
6-5-2.
4 or 5 points ago, and you're still thinking about that one, and then you just can't get out of that funk.
Point.
Better commitment there from Lloyd. Doesn't overcommit. A good drive again from DeHeart.
Timeout receivers. 7-5-2.
You watch him right on that
1
replay.
minute.
Beautiful shot of it as he comes up, and the contact point is about to be made from Johnson. He stops and
He
split
splits.
steps and reads where that ball is going to go.
Which is what he didn't do on a couple of the previous shake and bakes where he's just committing, crashing hard. That split step then allows you to change direction wherever that ball is, and you can still step forward and attack from there.
And causing the timeout from Hunter and Yates Johnson here as they're down by 2 Little momentum on the side of DeHeart and Lloyd. What is it, Chad, that needs to stop on the side of Hunter and Yates Johnson? Because right now it is all third shot drive and come up and use that shake and bake to their advantage.
Well, I'd like to see a little bit more slice on the return, something that's going to hit and stay a little bit lower. Then it forces DeHeart and Lloyd to hit up on that ball a little bit more. Now you're getting an elevated ball that you can counter rather than getting that ball that's coming in hard and linear.
Side out.
DeHeart staring that corner down, but again, I don't know if that's the right shot at that moment.
It's a tougher ball. I think you're going a little bit more body compared to court right there, even though he was going deep part of the court. Oh, that one slid off the paddle of Lloyd, didn't quite get back behind it.
Again, missed opportunity there for DeHeart and Lloyd to get that second server in play.
6-7-1.
Instead, it's a point for Hunter and Yates Johnson.
Oh, so Yates has driven the last 2/3, added a little bit of shape to it, but that's not necessarily to kind of try to win the point there. It's to get that easier ball for the fifth.
Oh, off the tape right there, and I think that was owed to the Johnson team right there because they had been on the bad end of a couple let cords.
There's that run that we're talking about with the Johnson brothers that they're capable of, and also that drive by Yates, heavy topspin.
Good work from Lloyd and DeHeart, keeping Yates Johnson back, pinned behind that baseline, not allowing him to come up. Big hold right there. This is a 4-0 run right there from Johnson & Johnson as they were down 7-5 now, have a 9-7 lead. Trying to do a little too much right there, Chad.
Yeah, and a slight hesitation there as well. Took the step. And you see, goes a little bit later on that Ernie. The ball's already starting to dip down.
Oh, again, the shake and bake in full effect for DeHeart and Lloyd.
But the big thing there for DeHeart as well is it's not going for big power. It's more about the shape of getting that to drop down below the net, because now when the Johnsons try to punch that ball back, now it's becoming elevated. When you're going for the shake and bake and you're trying to put a lot of power on it, but it's an elevated ball, the counter then comes down, so the next attack of that shake and bake is going up, or it's going to go straight into the net. So it's a good adjustment from DeHeart and Lloyd right there as far as sitting in that 70-80% range with the drive.
Right, creating more shape and dip, so when that ball gets to the net, it's dropping down, forcing them to have to hit up, and then you come in like Michael Lloyd has the past couple and put that ball away. And now we are all knotted at 9 apiece here in game number 1. The all-important game number 1 here in the bronze medal match. Winner gets bronze, loser gets fourth.
15 seconds.
Here at the APP Punta Gorda Open.
Receivers, no
You're here at
timeouts
Pickleplex.
remaining. Servers, 2 timeouts.
Michael Lloyd to serve.
Time in. 9-9-1.
A little miscommunication there in the middle, again between Lloyd and DeHeart. The ball gets a little deeper. Lloyd breaks that wrist, trying to bump it back over, pops it up.
Oh, freebie right there on the return miss from Hunter Johnson.
10-9-2.
Oh, the change of pace serve from DeHeart, and Yates Johnson goes into the net. 2 unforced errors on return of serve, Chad, will give DeHeart and Lloyd game number 1.
Yeah, it's a tough way to finish game 1 there, but like you said, the change of pace, Yates trying to get up there quickly. We'll see if they can make an adjustment when we come back here for game 2 of the men's bronze medal here at the APP Punta Gorda Open.
Need to sell tickets for an event? From Sports Illustrated's official ticketing platform, introducing Box Office. Manage ticketing for sports, festivals, fundraisers, and more, paid or free. And we go beyond the barcode. Introducing Super Ticket. Super Tickets are secured by blockchain technology and transform into exclusive digital content, promotions, and rewards between the event and guests. Cheaper, better, simpler, more secure. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Partner with us for your next event.
The Pro XR pickleball paddle answers the age-old question of how to get paddle speed and control with the same paddle and one grip, and this is it. Pro XR gives you more spin, greater control, and quicker reloads on every shot in the game because you always have that constant feel for that leverage and control and paddle speed that we're all looking for. Pro XR is the most revolutionary technology in pickleball.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
The APP is sponsored by Gamma. Play to live, live to play. Skechers Pickleball. Experience comfort that performs. And Humana, bringing you the human side of healthcare.
Welcome back to beautiful Punta Gorda, Florida. We are here at the APP Punta Gorda Open at Pickleplex. Game 1 going to Ryler DeHeart and Michael Loyd by a score of 11-9. We'll see if Hunter and Yates Johnson have an answer here in game number 2.
Just wide. I mean, the dip and shape on that. Lloyd's calling it wide. Hunter thought it was in. Take a look down the line. That ball looks just wide.
0-0-1.
Oh, good spot right there from Yates Johnson. After a good return from brother Hunter.
0-0-2.
Pinning Ryler DeHeart back behind the baseline.
A nice kick on that serve there from Michael Loyd.
1-0-2.
It's a formula that they have come to like here. Michael Loyd and Ryler DeHeart.
When you got a good drive, use it. Going to get bunt a couple of times, but
2-0-2.
good coverage there from Hunter. Tough backhand flick there for Yates.
0-2-1. Second serve.
Just deep.
0-2-2.
Nice
Sneaky
ball down the line from Ryler DeHeart as he taps his chest, looks up at wife Megan Fudge right there, and she loved it.
You're like, how about that? That's not a shot we typically see from Ryler DeHeart. Oh, just wide. What a read there from Ryler. Recognizes that the angle is going to be sharp. Actually took off before Hunter hit that ball.
3-0-1.
Yeah, that's the time that you're going to get burnt. You don't get enough. Yes, we don't want to overhit it, but we do have to have some pace.
0-2.
It's that downward action we talk about.
Side out.
There's a fine line between making the shake and bake work and getting burnt.
0-3-1.
Oh, DeHeart working the little backhand flip lob.
Ended up corkscrewing himself. Both Hunter and Yates
0-3-2.
turning full 360s there.
Wow, that's just calm, cool, and collected by Michael Loyd.
But that goes to show, too, is when that power is coming, you're not having to generate a lot of power yourself. Your opponent hitting hard at you is doing that for you. And nice and compact there from Loyd.
Point.
That frustration continues to build here for Yates Johnson. Take a timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah, they're in need of one right now, down 4-0. So again, it's the energy right now from Ryler DeHeart and Michael Loyd that I like right now. Right after winning game one, come right out early in game number two, put it to Yates and Hunter Johnson. What does the flip side look like for you, Chad, from Hunter and Yates Johnson? What do they need to do here to get back in game two?
Honestly, first thing right now is to just change the body language a little bit. Try to get yourself back into this with that change of body language. Get some confidence back, and then you can start working the point a little bit more. You know that DeHeart is going to drive, so maybe we split or we're a step back so we can counter, and not being right up there at the kitchen line where we're getting caught a little bit. And then once we can counter, we count it down, or we create that angle behind Loyd that we saw from Yates a few points ago, and just trying to change the level, change the look, and change the pace of play right now.
It's like changing eyesights with the hitter, right? You go high, you go low, you change those eyesights right now.
4-0-1.
That was a bailout lob right there because that was a good cross-court dink moving away from Ryler DeHeart.
4-0-2.
Yeah, good move there from Hunter. Coming out of that timeout, they went back and put Hunter on the left, Yates on the right.
0-4-1.
Nice roll there from Yates, creating the pop-up from DeHeart. Again, that speed up from out wide, but I think they were watching to see if that ball was going to go out.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that late reaction almost from DeHeart going, oh, it's in.
0-4-2.
Another two-handed down the line from DeHeart. It goes to show even the pros are developing new shots, something that they haven't hit before.
And that is something that I talked to him about the other day that he has been working on in the offseason, that two-handed backhand. really didn't have one in tennis, and he's like, I'm
5,
trying to
0,
develop
1.
this right now.
Second serve.
He says, I'm there. And he was there.
5-0-2.
Nice dig.
Side out.
Tries to cut that backhand a little too much. Also, the body's moving back cross court before the contact point, so it cuts off that extension of that
0,
swing.
5, 1.
Good coverage in the middle right there from DeHeart as Loyd had Yates Johnson pinned to the
0,
sideline.
5, 2.
DeHeart cuts off the angle with the forehand.
Ooh, he was there. He set himself up well. A little too big on the backswing. But that's what Yates needs to do a little bit more. He took some pace off of it. And we know, we've seen him hit
5,
balls
0,
that are
1.
6 feet above the net, and it just snaps off the table.
Second serve.
Loyd falling away from that forehand. We talk about that, staying through it.
5-0-2. Side out.
Tough on that one.
Yeah. Ball pops up about 15 feet in the
0,
air, and
5,
DeHart
1.
has 7 decisions to make.
Yeah, it's a good move there from Hunter. Two-handed down the line, knows exactly where that next ball is going to go. Recovers back to the forehand, and he's on it. We take another look. That's that 1-2 combination. He's not looking to see if that ball is going to come back. He knows it's going to come back.
Second serve.
As Hunter Johnson sheds a layer of the long sleeves.
1-5-2.
And just wide there on the
Right
serve.
up. Five, 1-1. Second serve.
There's the high part of the shake and bake right there where Lloyd
5-1-2.
hung out to dry.
Ooh.
Right out.
Big overhead. Going back to that shake and bake, too. Difference being is that DeHeart went cross court with it, gave Yates time.
5-1.
But a good combo there from Yates creating the pop-up.
Second serve.
Just got a little short right there, Chad, with that two-hander.
1-5-2.
Oh, and it's almost a bait ball there, or bait position from Hunter Johnson, giving DeHeart a false
2-5-2.
sense of security to go down that line.
Side out.
That one. Just a little too high.
Oh, that was a point for Johnson and Johnson right there, as DeHeart and Lloyd are going to take a timeout, as you have a few clean forehands and backhands from the Johnsons. What do Lloyd and DeHeart need to do on that flip side to kind of slow their momentum down, as it seems like they're starting to find a rhythm, are Hunter and Yates?
Well, yeah, like you said, Hunter and Yates have slowed themselves down. They're executing the shot before they're needing to move. That's what DeHeart and Lloyd need to do as well. They were getting away with it a couple of times where if that ball had have come back, they were still moving. They would have got jammed up. But Johnson's missing the ball into the net a couple of times. Now that the Johnsons have kind of found their rhythm, they're striking the ball well. Slow yourself down. It'll slow the tempo down. You're able to create some angles, keep those balls lower. If they want to attack from something at their ankles, let them.
3-5-2. Side out.
Miss on that backhand there from Hunter Johnson, but do go on a 3-0 run there to get back in this within 2 now.
5-3-1.
Oh, there's another net cord. Kicking up into the body.
6-3-1.
And Ryler just sticking with the drive right there and finally got one that was good enough for Lloyd to come over and pinch.
But if you watch these balls going back, it's the same spot on those counters where it's mid-transition area, allowing him to extend out there. Lloyd's already up. Put a ball down at the feet. He's not going to be able to pick that up from that position.
Right, exactly. So it's that timing, right? You saw the first one. Okay, now I'm timed up a little better on the second one. The third one, you really have to be timed up and be able to do something with it or counter it instead of just blocking it. So timeout here from Hunter and Yates Johnson as it just crept back within 2 at 5-3, but right out of the timeout from DeHeart and Lloyd, they come out, put up 2 quick points, and are now up 7-3 here in game number 2. Looking to take that bronze medal. I know this one means a lot, Ryler DeHeart. He is sick and tired of Megan Fudge coming back in the RV with all those medals, and he doesn't have any.
He's got a couple. He got a couple in 2023.
According to him, he's got none.
Mixed doubles and men's.
Yes.
Couple bronzes.
He is upset.
Sacramento, he took home more medals than Megan did. Now,
Yes,
granted,
yes.
Megan was sick, but
he's just saying one side of the RV is weighted heavier, and it's Megan's.
The shocks are wearing out on that side. Oh, 2 missed.
Yeah.
Returns into the net.
And Michael Loyd does have a nice big serve right there. He's very aggressive with it. Again, another weapon we've seen come to fruition over the past couple years in pickleball, and it's a 9-3 lead here, game 2.
9-3-1.
A little long on the forehand right there.
He actually tried to beat DeHeart to that ball. DeHeart was sitting there, and Lloyd's like, I'll jump in and hit it. Well, he rushed through it, missed it deep.
And it will be game and match point here on the paddle of Ryler DeHeart.
10-3-2.
Looking to take home bronze here in the APP Punta Gorda Open. And they will, with a big forehand there from Ryler DeHeart off the wrist of Hunter Johnson. And Ryler DeHeart and Michael Lloyd are your bronze medalists here in Punta Gorda.
Well, and that's exactly what we're looking for out of DeHeart and Lloyd, was that shake and bake, the aggressiveness on the drive. DeHeart, we know, has a good drive with that tennis background, and he just showed it there what power and movement and precision can do.
So Ryler DeHeart, Michael Lloyd take it 11-9, 11-3. We'll take a commercial break. One more matchup here on Championship Court. Women's Pro Doubles bronze medal match next in the APP Punta Gorda Open.